Why is mom always nasty at the point of every single video?
She just wanted to give you a kiss.
You know what, mom?
Okay. Welcome to Shooting the Ship with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Love and Marriage DC. I almost said Huntsville. Season 1 reunion part 1. You did, Pooh. That is so nasty. Tell them what to do, D.
Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel.
You trying to show your muscles.
Huh?
That's what you trying to do.
I saw him.
This is
I got
really
a
my
video
head.
of the dark show. It was nothing nice.
All right.
You were doing something in the video, so smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. Yeet! I yeet off the camera.
Okay.
Mine.
Hey, y'all. Well, let's see. Let's start with these reunion looks. I got a headache, so excuse me. But let's look at these looks, okay? So, out of these 3, who do you think was the best dress?
Can I just say first, this is the best dressed cast out of any reunion that I've seen. Where
It really is.
Like everybody looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Except for Quick.
he's
But all
the
of the girls look really
only
good.
one. Jamie does what he does, and Chris, he has on a nice suit.
Yeah.
Green is my favorite color. Every color green is my favorite color. And I really, really want to say Ashley because I love green, but Arena killed it like she always does. Like,
I love Monique's dress.
That's what Katie said. I mean, she looks beautiful too, but you know what I love more than her dress is her hair.
Her hair is the whole ensemble.
Like who her hairstylist is, and we'll put it up here.
She did it.
I want to know what's her hairstylist.
She said she started her hair last night and she had to finish it.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, but her hair, I mean, the whole look, the crown, the whole outfit, I think Monique killed it. I mean, Arena always looks good.
When you see them standing there together, though, honestly, it's just hard to say. They all look good. Hair, makeup, everything, all of it. Everybody else's cast needs to take a note.
Yeah, they killed it. They definitely killed it. I wish
Ashley looked like this, like
all the time
during the season. Yeah.
Yeah. And Quick is not matching her. Quick is doing his own thing. Like because Jamie was matching Arena. Chris goes with Monique, and then
I feel like Jamie and Arena always match. They always plan. And
they get that.
I feel like Monique dresses Chris, so he wears what she tells him to wear.
Mm-hmm.
And Quick is trying to stand out away from, like, let her be. Look how beautiful she looks. Like, out of the whole season, she looks so beautiful. Why couldn't you just look normal?
He can't. I told you, he looks like a little teenager. He's wearing one of the prom outfits
One
from
thing I will say,
this
and I
year.
don't know who started this trend, but I need these niggas to all get socks on. Every reunion, these niggas is all sitting there and I'm looking at their ankles and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's the Pee Wee Herman look that all these kids then got into. Yeah. Jamie, even though Jamie has his out, it don't really look bad though. Jamie looks really good. And him and Arena, like you said,
I feel like we do that to some extent when we go out.
Yeah, they look really good.
We don't ever, like, I mean, when we go out, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we dress so that we match each other.
So I see you got you got all the couples on here, but then you sent Ashley by herself. I was like, is that a message?
No, she's the only one that took a picture by herself. But
she
should. She didn't need Quick messing up her picture.
He would have messed it up.
He messed it up.
Like everybody looks so good together.
And so she's the only one that took a picture by herself, but she probably told him to get the fuck out the picture, but he won't mess it up.
Yeah. Lord. Okay. But yeah, everybody looks.
Don't
really good.
Arena and Jamie look like an old school like layout in Ebony magazine or
Hollywood.
back in the day? Yeah,
Yeah, they look like old school Hollywood.
yeah, I love it. They all look good.
And she even ain't too many people can pull it off with them gloves like that either.
Okay, so now that you say that, I really wasn't a fan of Winter's dress. I didn't even pull up a picture of Winter's dress.
I'm
I
like,
forgot.
I didn't, yeah, because you don't have a picture of Winter.
I'll find it right quick, but you know,
I
I
don't
didn't like
remember. I don't remember seeing her full dress. I thought Winter looked cute too, though.
I didn't like her hair.
Well, her hair was, Winter always switch it up.
She looked like her dress looked like a pageant dress, and with all that sparkly stuff all over it, and her hair was ugly. It was orange.
Let me see. Love and Marriage DC. What's her name? Winter.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't even miss her.
Let me see what she looked like, because I don't remember what her dress looked like.
What's her name?
Oh.
Winter what?
I don't know.
Oh, I found her. Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, because I don't see. I see
Well,
the picture with all the couples. I don't see.
I got her from Instagram real fast. Here you go.
Let me see what Winter looks like.
The mother of the bride. She looked like a Jezebel and all that red. I thought she was a church lady. I mean, it's a pretty dress, I guess. It's just like, it's very pageanty to me with all that sparkly shit all over it. I wish there was less sparkles.
Yeah.
And then like, she's not rocking the gloves the way,
I think her hair is pretty. I think it probably would have been better without the gloves.
yeah, and her hair is orange. Like, it's styled pretty, but that shit's orange.
I think she looks cute. It's just, I don't really care for the dress. I don't care for the
when
dress.
you look at the dress close up, it's very nice. If they would have just not sparkled it, it looks like Angel Bricks came along and sparkled the fuck out of the dress, and nobody asked for that.
Yeah, and I wish I could see it without the gloves to see what it really supposed to look like. Because at first, when you look at her one hand that's up, I thought that the whole thing was all the dress. But then with her other hand, I could see she just have on gloves. And I wish I could have seen it without the gloves.
And perhaps like, and this is like, because she looks amazing, you know what I'm saying, her body and all that. But unless you have Michelle Obama arms, and most people don't, Arena probably do. That's probably why the gloves look good on her. But the gloves is cutting her off right at the part of her arm where, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just not flattering on her. And she's not fat, you know, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, yeah.
Yeah.
86 gloves, no gloves.
Yeah, no gloves, no gloves. I wish I could have seen it without the gloves.
And see, I'm looking at Arena's, and then with Arena's dress, you can't see her arm. The gloves is part of the dress.
Right,
That's
right.
why it doesn't look weird.
Right. So
Anyway,
she would have the worst dress. But yeah. Oh. But everybody really did look really good.
They all look good.
Yeah. Like I said, except for Quick, who I've been saying all year. Like a teenager.
He's gonna be the little snicker from now on.
Yeah.
Unless he's a bitch, because he's definitely a bitch.
Yeah. So Carlos go and he checks on the couples while they're in hair and makeup. Like,
I didn't like Carlos' outfit.
You did?
Sorry.
I thought he looked nice.
And he
I think Carlos always looks nice.
Literally all the way down to the pants and no socks.
He goes in and he talks to Monique and her husband, and she's talking about, he brought up, he said winter's here, and she said, well, winter, I call her, and normally she doesn't text or she doesn't talk to me unless it's about contracts or it's about the show. And I was like, Monique is trying to line up her line.
I was so irritated. I was like,
Yeah.
why you bring up winter? You just could have left that off, because now you're looking like, well, girl, is you friends or is you not friends? Because so if you're not friends, what is she calling you for?
Well, and that's my whole thing too. I feel like Monique has been trying to, since everybody been calling her messy for going back and forth, she's been trying to flip it and put it on Winter the whole time. So, she do little digs through the whole thing, trying to put everything on Winter. And my thing is, you say that she don't talk to you. So was this before or after? This is after?
If she's watching the show, I wouldn't talk to you.
Yeah, that's something like after you caused all the drama with her, that's probably why she's not talking to you unless it's about the contract.
Started it. She told Winter she started the shit.
Girl, no,
Listen,
you did.
I don't particularly like Winter. She's not my people. However, and I think she's a little scammerish too. And I'll tell you why. But I don't dislike her for any of the reasons that they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm. Then she said she painted a picture. That's why I don't understand. Or she painted this picture while we were BFFs, just because we known each other for 15 years. But honey, you started off the show saying
you said that
she was a good friend and you've been knowing her for 15 years. Like if I say I've been knowing this girl for 15 years, that means I know her. Not that, I've been acquaintance of this girl. You put it out there like that. Whatever.
But I'm not sure, like, why you trying to disconnect? It doesn't make sense. You and Winter really shouldn't have no beef.
Shouldn't, but she being messy. So real quick, he gonna win, check on Quick and Ashley, and Quick gotta make it known. Well, I take it back. Oh boy said, how does it feel that the people are saying your wife is the star of the show? And no, he said that. I take it back. Quick did say that. Quick said Ashley was the star of the show. And he asked her that.
Show, but that's cute.
Yeah.
Winter's the star of the show.
Like,
we're clear on that.
It's not y'all. Y'all keep trying to push that narrative, but it's not. They said it even when it was on the little late night show, but no.
To be honest, Arena and Jamie have introduced more than y'all did. Like we got to know their kids, which that part I liked. They did give a little bit more than y'all did.
Y'all really not the favorites. It's like Winter is the star because everything is about Winter. Jamie and Arena is the favorites, I would think. And then Monique and Chris. I think Monique messed up their love thing.
Everybody likes Chris.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all come in a cool third at best, tying with Monique and Chris. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely not the star.
And Jamie and Arena are not the favorite because of what they want to be. Like it's something different. It's just, it's not necessarily a good thing.
Right. So we're all on the couch and he asked Chris and Monique, how do they feel being back on TV? And Monique said something real long and I kind of toned out because I don't know. Monique talked too much, but Chris said, watching the footage, he could see his flaws that his wife had been talking about. And now, since he could see it, he's working on changing.
What was he
whatever
watching?
It was. You didn't see the flaws that Monique was talking about while watching it?
I didn't get my aha moment.
No, you didn't get that.
I get that Chris is probably very lazy, doesn't do shit. She does everything, but I mean, name a housewife that doesn't have that same. You know what I'm saying?
And he's probably, like you said, him being who he is, because of who he is, he haven't had to do shit probably since he was a teenager, because he was the star.
And she came into his life as his manager, his life manager.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I'm gonna keep that. I could just keep doing nothing.
That's what he said.
And the life manager's gonna handle it and give me pussy.
Yep. And she fine. She
And
fine.
she fine. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And they let us know, before filming that the two of them wasn't even talking real good. So once they got on TV.
You know what? And I said this before because Chris gives that snuffleupagus energy, just like, but he's fine too. Like, it's not like I wouldn't enjoy him, what I'm saying? Like, they're a hot couple together. It's not like, Beauty and the Beast by any means.
But you know what's funny? Oh, my people. She said they really wasn't talking before filming, but I remember Monique being online a lot before the show came out, and Chris was always right there. Yeah, that's saying.
Shit. But I mean, you could be in the same house and not talking.
But he was doing a lot of talking online together with her.
Oh, well, I wasn't watching them online. I know she was there, but I don't enjoy listening to Monique talk. I listened to one of her lives, and she was explaining like how why she had to do the go back and forth and stuff. And I was like,
even like I was on the little binder thing. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
these
fools going up and down the streets, y'all. Like, I don't know if y'all had that here, but they get on my nerve with that.
Who's going up and down the street?
These fools with these 4-wheelers and all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, the little binder story, like I fell off real quick. It was like at the first episode was like, oh, and then she took too long, and then she got to do all that talking, and I just fell off real quick. It
was a little bit much like psycho-ish. Like, if you're gonna be gone from Potomac, put the binder away. We don't,
too much. So Carlos said, people said Monique came on the show to embarrass Chris and to set up a divorce. They was like, who said that? Ashley was like, I heard that. I was like, oh, you heard that, Ashley? Really?
I heard it too, but the whole time, like, I don't think Monique is trying to get no divorce. Like, I don't feel like they don't love each other or none of that stuff that people are saying.
I don't either. What I get from it is, I think Monique was just doing too much. I think she was doing too much for the TV. I don't even think it's that deep, but I think she was really trying to put on.
She was trying to have a show.
Yeah. I don't really think it's that deep,
And I mean, I think, what are they going at 10 years? They're at 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And so, and they're wealthy, you know what I mean? So they're not like striving for what the typical people, the everyday folks are striving for. They got a lot of money. They can do whatever they want. I think she's bored. And I think he's being boring because he's not like, exciting her because she's doing this and she's doing that and she got her thing and he's just chilling.
She's very hyper. They are very opposite in their personality, So when that's the case, you got
that's what he thought. Maybe he was like, I better get the fuck off the couch.
Yeah, that's what it was, I guess. I think honestly though, if he find out something that he's gonna do and he really get excited about it, if it take him out of that house, I think Monique gonna have a whole lot to say. If it take him up out that house, but that we'll see that on season 2.
No. She's always gonna have something to say, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, you like it, I love it.
Well, she said, her being the strong Black woman, anytime Black women got something to say, they looking at as being combative and aggressive and disrespectful. And Black women only get heard when they're crying. And outside of that, she just felt like her delivery could have been better. Her delivery definitely could have been better.
I want them to stop putting Black women in that every conversation, because then it kind of diminishes what's really going on. Monique, you talk a lot, you do,
Mhm.
and you know they're saying the same shit about Jamie.
They are. They are. It's basically is what you showed us, or however it was edited, Carlos, or whatever. But the way we saw it was every time Monique and Chris stepped on that scene, Monique was complaining about something. And it was irritating everybody. So everybody like, well, what's wrong with her? She angry all the damn time. So, like you said, same thing with Jamie. But that's how we see it, you know.
When I look at Jamie and his demeanor and his actions make him so easy to not like. I don't want to say like the whole, nobody does, like nobody wants to be calling him abusive like in that way. But because Irena is so docile in the way she carries herself, it makes him look really, really bad. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if he had, like, say, Ashley and Jamie were a thing.
Well, you know, Ashley agreed with Monique, and I was like, Ashley, girl, you look at that dude and he straightened the hell up. I felt like, is you jumping on a little quick? Because you snap out real quick on quick. So,
well, because she raised him.
Yeah. I mean, well, there you go. There you go with a little one.
Ashley should have named her book Stuck in This Shit instead of Do That Shit, because she's fucking miserable.
Well, speaking
That's why nobody should be getting married at 21.
Child, that's early. And
that's
you don't get to do you know. So she tells, well, they talk about Ashley stepping out of Quit's shadow. And he talked about when he was in Jamaica, it was a bunch of girls around and they was like, that's him. And he just feeling himself, oh yeah, I'm Quicksilver. And somebody came up to him, was like, are you Quick? And he was like, yeah. And they was like, that's him. That's Ashley's husband. So, you know, now he feeling the kind of way, you know, because now he's not Quick. He's Ashley's husband.
He's not Quick. He's a little bitty Snicker is what he is. I think that's weird that they compete for the spotlight though.
Yeah. Yeah. She said it was nice to have the spotlight. She said she always knew that she was the star.
So then why did you put your star on hold? For the little Snicker who you had to raise.
Snicker. So they asked him about, you know, his gout. He's like, you know, it's all better now. I'm taking medicine. She's like, no, he still have an issue. I was like, of course he's gonna say that. He gonna say that because he's gonna do what he want to do. So
I mean, gout, like you probably shouldn't be drinking a lot of alcohol, but when you're a DJ and you're in club all the time, like there's a lot of alcohol and whatever else you're not supposed to be eating.
rich food.
You can't be really busy the way he's saying he is and be doing the right thing with your food and diet. You be grabbing stuff here and there and you know.
He get on that whole, you know, Black men being taught not to be emotional, and the first person to ever say to him that it was okay was Ashley. Once again, like you said, Ashley raised him. He got his mothering and everything from Ashley because his mom passed away when he was 10. Dad passed away when he was 18.
But I mean,
so basically, like
so
you
then
said,
it's normal for him to crave that in his life.
Yeah. So that's where she stepped in at.
And this is the thing, like, first of all, 21 is just too young. So I'm not even gonna hold that against her. You were 21, you were a baby too.
Mm.
But the bad thing about it is you gave up on your own self. So like you can't like make, Quicksilver your whole life and then say, I, don't want to be in his shadow. Because that's not something I ever think about in my relationship. Like he got his thing and I got my thing. So we don't think about being outshining and being in somebody's shadow. That's different. I don't understand that thought process.
I don't know. I kind of feel like what's her name was like that. What's the basketball player name? Little light skin. His wife was kind of Aisha Curry.
Oh, Curry? Yeah.
Aisha was kind of coming out saying that same thing, that she felt like she was always in his shadow. But then she came out and started doing her own little thing too. But she made those
Well, let's
same
be
things.
clear. Little Snicker is no Steph Curry.
Definitely not Steph.
So
he think he is
I
though.
can't imagine, like, that's just a different level of the shit you got to deal with.
He think he on that level though. He really feels himself.
He's Ashley's husband, the little Snicker.
No, Lord. Child, I wouldn't even know who he was if it wasn't for the show, honestly.
You probably would, yeah. Before the show, I would know him. And then you probably only would because he would be a little loud guy in the room.
Yeah. And the crazy part about it, when before the show came on and we got that little snippet of him, hell, I knew the girl from Bridezilla more than I knew him from the radio show. I was like, oh, Danny. Okay. I knew her. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know who he is, but I knew Danny.
Well, I guess they him over there in DC.
Child, I guess. So then he talk about, now he say, he's working on being emotional, but then he tell the story about his son being upset because he didn't make the basketball team. And then he tells him to shake it off, it's okay. And Ashley like, don't do him like that. And then so when he get home and he talked to him and he hug him, his son gets to crying. And he said, I want to cry too, but I ain't want to cry in front of him. I was like, well, then you ain't learned nothing there. Why couldn't you shed a tear if that was really was in your heart with your son? You couldn't be vulnerable with your own son.
Because he's programmed not to. But at least he let the kid know it's okay to cry.
Because she told him to let him know. Yeah.
Well, that's what she's been doing,
Right.
Sure. But I mean, at least the kid got the release and he knows, it's a step. He's programmed. That's not gonna be an easy thing to do.
Right. So now we on Irena and Jamie, child, which we know they've been married 26 years.
Did you know Jamie was a cop?
That would make a lot of sense why his attitude is the way he
is.
Yeah. I didn't know that though. Where'd you see that at?
I just found that out.
Yeah. That would add on to it though. That would definitely add on.
I was like, oh well, that changes everything. I see it.
Yeah, that would definitely add on to it. So they talk about the fans saying that they see him being controlling and angry, and they asked him, is he controlling his marriage? And they asked Irena that, and she said when they first got married, she didn't have a voice. But now he's not like that, before he controlled all the finances and whatnot, but today it's not like that. And he is like, well, I was controlling the finances because she was bad with her finances and I had to teach her. And the way I taught her, now she is the woman who she is today because of me.
Well, he said he created.
He created the woman.
He shouldn't have said that. Jamie, you didn't create her.
And she said, I agree with it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. Like, if he had the type of wife to be like, created me, bitch, you didn't create me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And somebody that responds to him different, then we might not see him as this, like, because Jamie, you got y'all, the vision out here is looking real suspect.
Jamie, like, y'all need to leave me alone. I done had it over here. perfect for 26 years, and now
She's
y'all
not
all up
working
in my
there.
business. Don't be trying to get all hype up. And then they talk about when he grabbed her face, and she was like, I mean, he wasn't aggressive. It wasn't a hard grab. It wasn't like that. But Raina go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like Raina will say one thing, and then she'll turn around and be like, but you did do X, Y, and Z, you know. So
That's what I'm saying. She's a little kooky, so it's hard to tell what's really going on. I
yeah.
would really rather see, like, I mean, obviously that's not a thing. Like, it just would be interesting to see how he engages with other women outside of, you know what I'm saying?
I
Do
bet
all
you
the
he the
women
same
around him
way.
treat him like that? Or because the daughter doesn't, she, you know.
But he tells her what to do too, because that's why she says she went to whatever field she went into because of her dad. I feel like he's like that with everybody.
A lot of parents do that. Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
son was like, I don't want to be a DJ.
He was like, yes, you do. Shut up. Quick, get over here and tell him how to DJ. You
Yeah,
know?
that's why when he said he was a cop, when I heard he was a cop, I said, oh, okay.
Yeah. That makes sense. And they talked about Raina. Do it irritate him when Raina brought up the past, you know, relationship issues with the other men, and he like, and now you said he was a cop. So he said he didn't want to think about it because, you know, she was talking to 2 or 3 men, and one of the folks that she was talking to, he knew it was a friend of his. And
that's the one right there that was about to die.
yeah, that's the one. He said he was prepared to go to jail. So I don't even want to think about it because you're taking me back to that.
Right there that was about to.
And I was like, and he was a cop. And I mean, I don't know what y'all know, but what I know, that ain't a good thing. Okay. Yeah. God. Woo, I done seen things happen. So yeah.
Homie would have been on 48 hours.
Man.
Last time we seen him was at the 7-Eleven because they always got the footage.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, I ain't mad at him. I don't want to talk about stuff in the past that we didn't got over.
Do that.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because you're bringing up old feelings, and now I'm finna have the same attitude as I did 20 years ago. You know.
And imagine some chick that you don't know that named you the red light special about some shit that you
right. And he at home thinking he good.
Raina, see, that's what I'm saying. So if you're battered, would you be bold enough to be trying to smash the homie?
Nah. And she said it was just, you know, it wasn't physical.
That's not something.
It was emotional.
In my personal life, that's not something I would be willing to risk.
Emotional could turn into physical, though.
Absolutely, especially if you know.
They just hadn't got to that part yet.
That's worse because if you already emotionally attached and then you let it get physical.
Yeah, Jamie stepped in right before. And she emotional person, so she probably would have just stepped right on off. You know what I'm saying? So they brought up the whole argument about them getting into it at the club, and Quick was telling him, look, regardless, you just don't argue in front of people. And he was like, it wasn't nobody there. He's like, it's always people around. I was like, it is Quick. He's right. When you think ain't nobody there, especially nowadays, somebody got it on videotape, somebody done seen it. It's always
especially at the club.
Yeah. And
nobody
that's
likes
what she was
that
mad
couple.
at.
Nobody wants to be around that couple that be arguing and shit. Like, you know, I don't want to hear y'all's argument. Go home and do that.
And that's what she was mad at, because she felt embarrassed because people was around them watching.
Yeah, but I mean, it's my girlfriend's birthday. So just the way I am, I would have left that car right there in the middle of the thing and went inside the club and let him figure out, you know what I'm saying?
She
I'm not
couldn't
gonna be
do
so
that
embarrassed that I'm
because
going home.
she's more about appearances, and that's her whole thing. So she was so embarrassed to the point that she couldn't do that. She'd just rather go home rather than to hear people talk about them getting into it out there.
See, in real life, I would have left that car parked there, went in the bed. I need to give me a whiskey sour or something because he done pissed me off. I need to just
She
chill.
can't do that because
Happy
everything is so
birthday.
perfect. So I mean, at the end of it, his response was, "Look, I'm human. I said what I said. I only raised my voice because she didn't do what I said do, and he don't see nothing wrong with it. He don't
What
see."
do they say when they be like they're not self-aware? Jamie is definitely not self-aware.
He's not at all. At
Jamie,
all.
you can't say that. She didn't do what we know. She didn't do what. She's not your child.
Right. So we have winter segment. This girl that showed up with the church fan talking about a friend of the show.
See, that's the thing, like that, and her having an already prepared song for when, what's the name? Like she's performing.
Yeah.
I mean, she might as well, but I'm just saying.
Well, she did it well. Because if not, this show been boring. I was like, it still was hard for me to even get through this reunion, y'all. I ain't lying. I had to watch it twice. I was bored.
I think I did too.
I missed some of the stuff that happened because the first time I watched it, all I heard was a bunch of arguing after winter came out. I didn't hear nothing else. So on the show,
I don't understand. And so go ahead.
So on the show, she said she was a relationship coach, but on Twitter that she announced that she was a minister. Okay. So they were trying to get down to the bottom of it. And Ashley said a tweet, I guess after the second show, she put a tweet out there and she said, "Stop hiding behind, I'm a minister. You're a hypocrite with terrible judgment. Play with someone safer. I'm not the one. See you at the reunion." So they've been having Twitter beef, or I guess since the show was going on after it aired. Okay.
I want to know what qualifications do you need to be like a relationship coach? Like therapists, I'm pretty sure they have an actual, degrees and things to back them up, their study. What does it take for you to qualify as a relationship coach?
Child, I don't know. There ain't nobody I would go to. But she say on the show, when she first came on the show, she was a relationship coach when she first met up with Kevin. But now she's a life coach / minister.
See, that's why I said she's scamish. What the hell is that? Life coach, like in my mind, I feel like somebody like Sheree needs a life coach. Not one that's gonna be talking about jacking off to her picture or whatever that is he was talking about over there. But somebody to help her get her business, and her life balance, right? Some people are very good at organization. That's what I think a life coach helps you do. What's a life coach minister? How do you get to be one of those?
Same thing. Tamar and their mom was running around there doing.
No, she's not somebody I would go to either. Like, what am I? That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like she's scamming. She's picking out these careers that don't technically have any type of, you know what I'm saying? What is that? What?
Because she was on her their mom was on the show talking about the same thing. Same exact thing. Well, then Monique stood up. She was like, now that makes more sense. That's what I've always known her to be, is a minister. Her parents was ministers. So I was like, Monique, do you know the girl or not?
Know her or not? Like, you know her parents?
Yeah. So Monique, what is you talking about? she's more of an acquaintance. If you talking about this is all you know her to be, is a minister. So, child, I guess. So Ashley comes up with her aggressive Ashley cards and says she's taking over the show.
At least you know who she is because of Ashley, you're aggressive.
Definitely. She said that she don't understand how she was being aggressive. She was just asking the question, how could she be a relationship coach? And she said, I was just speaking facts. I wasn't being a mean girl. And the girl was like, well, it was your delivery. And she said, I didn't come for you. It don't matter how I delivered it. But actually, yeah, you did.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you
And that's
did.
why
And yes,
this
it
whole
does.
time from day one, we were like, I agree with Ashley, but she's such an asshole when she
Yeah.
does things.
You came for her in the very first episode, though. Like when she did nothing, you was coming for her. So it was in your delivery. Like you said, you was speaking facts, and like you said, we all agree with what you were saying,
Yeah,
but it was your
we was
delivery,
like,
boo
dang,
boo.
girl,
Yeah, it was your delivery.
you're a self-proclaimed bitch. That's how you described yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't they talk about her referring to them as gutter Barbies? They didn't like that. They didn't like that. I don't know about gutter Barbie. She said they were their Barbies, but I guess they were, I don't know, they were acting like gutter trash. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, am I gonna be mad about that? I don't even know what that is. Girl, what is a gutter Barbie?
They were mean. They were definitely being mean girls at one point. So, you know.
The stuff that she be saying, though, is like, to me, that's the light shade that they all be talking about. Like, girl, shut up. I'm gonna be out here mad for real because somebody called me a gutter Barbie.
No. Arena probably so because she a little off like that. They're like, you know, she don't like you to say nothing negative about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, so at the juice bar, they got to talking about, I guess Ashley said something about old girl ex-husband, and then she said, don't talk about him. He's a father of my kids. And Ashley was like, well, what the fuck is quick? I was like, well, then that's true. Well, what is quick? If you could talk about quick, she could talk about your ex-husband. So that's fair game, fair game.
I mean, they was talking shit on both sides, but she didn't start it. Y'all did. Stop saying she started. She
didn't start it. She definitely didn't start it. Y'all was mad because she said she was a relationship expert. Like y'all went in. So the whole thing was what she said to Monique, that we all heard about quick. And I meant to go back and watch again to see how that conversation.
They brought that shit up too first, though. They brought that shit up too. They said that.
Yeah, and she said, well, I didn't say it to you. I said it to Monique. And here's the thing, like she said, my conversation was Monique was to a friend. It was never for Monique to go back and talk to y'all about it. And Monique was like, well, I told you I was going to go back and have a conversation. Did you say you was going to go back and repeat word for word?
Not that, though. I mean,
no.
At the end of the day, they said it first. They said, we have heard rumors. And she like, me too. Right. That doesn't mean I think they're true, but yeah, we've all heard shit.
Yeah. And Monique was sitting up there keying with her the whole time.
Monique, we heard rumors about you too.
Well, then there's that.
And if it's not true, then it's, you know.
Right. But we heard, you know. So they're saying that women exaggerated they all said, yeah. Even Winter said, yeah, she exaggerated. I don't know if she did or she was
Yeah,
just
but
at
I
that
think,
point.
when I'm come back to you and I tell you about a conversation that I have with somebody, and then I might floss it up a bit, what I'm saying?
Right. It's still
Like
like
a
for me to go back.
conversation. But
Right.
I think you can read between the lines, like, you called her a bitch. Well, no, I didn't actually call her a bitch, but you
Because
know
I
what
was like, bitch.
right.
That don't mean that I said bitch.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly how that went. Um, so they said, and then they went back and forth talking about was Arena playing both sides. And when she was asking, was Ashley good? Like, is you and Ashley good? And I said, I ain't think then. I said, I ain't think
I
Arena
didn't
was
think
playing
that
both
either. I
sides.
think she was just making small talk. I don't think Arena's that bright.
And
I
then,
mean,
and then,
she's definitely not the person that goes to start shit, because she don't be,
yeah. And then Monique had to go and do a whole explanation of what playing both sides was. And I was like, kind of like how you was doing the whole season, Monique.
Well, she was definitely the one playing both.
That was you. That was you while you trying to explain it. Let's use an example. Roll that clip. This
And
is
then
what
she
playing
tried to-
both sides is.
She tried to get Chris to do it. He was very bad at it. He was
Yeah,
doing it.
he wasn't doing it. So they asked about the accusation that she heard about Quick and Jamie cheating on their wives. Do you know anything about that? Do you know, they said, do you know things that their wives may not know? And she said, yes. And he asked what? And then she said, I can't reveal things like that. But then don't say it.
That's annoying.
Girl, we at the reunion. You gonna tell it at the reunion.
I mean, not for nothing. I do not want to be the person to tell that news. I don't want to have nothing to do with no rumors about nobody's marriage. Leave me out of that. If you heard it, then I don't know.
Child, that's just saying that's what I heard. I ain't finna put it out there, but I heard.
I'm not putting it out there.
So Ashley and Winter, they start going back and forth. Meanwhile, little Quick is over there getting all amped up while Ashley and Winter going back and forth. Ashley got her arm in front of him as if to say, sit back, I got it. Because there's two females going back and forth. So sit your little ass back and let the females argue.
I would have had to stop arguing with her and tell him to shut his ass up. Embarrassing me. You arguing with this lady. And this is what I said last time. I said, I want them to stop acting like the whole cheating scandal that they have going on was something that happened when they first got together, because they would not be this mad. Like, why are y'all so mad?
Because he's so scared it's gonna come out. He jumping out of his damn skin.
I mean, he didn't start screaming all kind of bitches.
Chris had to tell him to watch your tone. That's a lady. He was like, you got me. Like, I was like, Chris looked like he finna get you if you act like you finna get up on this woman. Sit your ass back. And then Ashley say out the blue, your friend that keeps talking like a little bitch, tell his toothless ass to keep my name out of his mouth. She with somebody else ain't got teeth.
Listen, I don't know. The people said it's somebody that she might be live with on social media. I don't follow.
Oh, so it's not her man.
I don't know who it is. I'm just saying that this is,
because Ashley was talking about she was the girl was had been sleeping with the man and everything. And
how you know?
I don't know. They got so off the subject that they went on some stuff. I'm like, this didn't air. What they talking about? Child.
I don't know about the toothless man, and I don't know if she's sleeping with him or whoever he is, and neither do you. That's weird.
Well, Quick's telling her to keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth, bitch. Not her, him. I was like,
you're doing too much.
Are we quoting Will Smith now? That's what we do.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
Nobody wants to be quoting that.
No, it didn't work out for him. I don't know why you think it's gonna work out for you.
Only, and you're not Will Smith. Like, that's the thing. You seem to think, just don't.
And then he kept asking Carlos to call the dude out. I mean, if he did, then what, Quick? Because what if Carlos would have been like, come on out, toothless man. And then what was you gonna do? Quick, I think you do all
Well, what
this
did they
talking.
say? What did they say about them two?
I don't
The
know.
toothless man.
Probably
What
that
did
she
they say
was
about them?
aggressive.
Because see, again, we didn't even know about the toothless man, but
We
y'all brought him.
didn't. We didn't. Child, I don't know, but that's how it ended, child. Carlos, like, he didn't know if he wanted to get up and walk out, or then he sat back down because he was like, in case this dude jump on this girl. I don't know what to do at this point.
You know what I think? I think Monique left Bravo and she trusted that little sneaky Carlos.
Yeah, why she do that? She ain't know Carlos was the one
She
that
didn't know he was gonna do that, and then Carlos made her look so bad.
Carlos asked the questions that we want to hear, but ain't nobody. But this is why people don't really go that deep.
His questions are definitely more man friendly than they are. Like when he said, I was done with him when he said to Melanie, do you feel like you weren't woman enough, or some kind of shit he said to her on that reunion, and then she had to answer, because I was like, well, I don't know how I would have answered that. That would have switched. I would have cut that out, because what are you talking about? So yeah, his questions don't be very woman friendly.
He's very triggering.
And I was like, oh, I think she thought she was in a safe place over here. And I'm like, Carlos did Real Housewives. Wasn't he in that shit with Phaedra?
Yeah, he was he actually is the one who got the shit. He the one who told Phaedra that. That's right. That's what these streets say.
And he also used to be a producer on Love and Hip Hop. So you over there with Mona Scott and all them? Like, I'm just saying. I don't know why y'all thought y'all could trust him.
Well, next week, old girl said she got text messages, photographs, and records. Medical records? Did somebody have a abortion and we got the medical records? I'm just saying, what other records would you have to prove cheating? Something.
Winter, I don't like it. Put the records away.
I'm saying, Winter, don't talk about it if you ain't gonna be about it, girl.
You don't have it. But why would you have that? That's weird.
Because she didn't hook up with Fatum.
Background checks.
Yep, she didn't hook up with her. Winter is the realtor that she had been going through. Dean, come on and close us out. Yeah, so we'll see what part 2. It's only 2 parts, right? Please don't let it be no more than 2.
And I've seen pictures of Jamie's kids all dressed up. So Jamie and Arena's kids.
Oh yeah.
Smack that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
Oh my, you don't know this.
Right,
Bye.
Bye.